Man, thank y'all for tuning into the Spoonfed Podcast. We are back once again. Um, if anything, you can check the description. You're gonna get all the business accounts, my personal Instagram, my business Instagram. Also, our sponsor, Splash Clothing NYC. Splash means some people love and some hate. Check us out. You're gonna love it. Nice threads, dope material, and real quality. Pardon me, but let's carry on. Today's subject is dealing with real life events, but more importantly, how to get progress in life. But let's get right on to it. Today's topic: only an honorable soldier can be general. And it might sound specific, but believe it or not, this deals with all aspects in life, and I will break it down. Don't even worry. You know we're going to take it there. And the reason why I say only an honorable soldier can be a general is because a general was once a foot soldier. He was once following commands. He was once doing the dirty work as any other admit to the army is going to do. Pretty much you have to, it's just like when you're boxing. When you're boxing, you go to the gym, the trainers is going to have you punch the bag. The reason why they do that for so long without attaining to you is because they want to see where's your heart and where's your mind at. If you don't want to do it yourself, they're not going to train you. And that's why they want to see if you're committed to change, if you're committed to actually progress, because anything that deals with progression comes hand in hand with pain, turmoil, and problems. That's with anything in life. And when it comes to soldiers, they have to go through the groundworks. They have to go through the, as you say, the training, the basic training. Then there's next levels. Then you have to go in infantry. You have to be a part of a squad. You have to be a part of a team, a unit, and to see how you work. And then when you gradually get up to a certain height and a certain skill level, and remember, skill levels is not just how good you are. It has to be deal with how you work with others, how you critically think, how you respond under pressure. All these are aspects that you will learn as you progress as a soldier. And you could take, when I say soldier, you don't necessarily have to be military. It could be in the street. It could be at a job. It could be in your household. It's like you have to be able to withstand certain friction without losing your cool. At times you can lose your cool, but you got to be able to maintain that frame of, of authority and leadership. Because that's what it comes down to. In order to be a good soldier, you have to have certain characteristics in check. And this is what the world always forgets. People want to have progression without the lesson. People want to progress without the test. It's impossible. You have to get tested to see what you are able to do so you can actually redefine yourself if you're lacking in some way, shape, or fashion. This is what I'm telling you is a life hack on the low, because a lot of people don't see it that way. They're like, oh, I want it right now. You can't get what you want right now. You have to work towards it. And at times, there's people that do get certain things right now, whether it's inheritance or they're spoiled, and it shows. Because how many times have y'all spoken to people and the conversations ain't worth nothing? You're like, what are we talking about? Like, when I mean by that, a conversation of substance, like talking about how to change things, how to improve your life, how to make things in the world better, or actually attacking problems that all humanity has and talking about, like, hey, what can we do? A lot of people don't have those conversations because they want to be in a realm of comfort. And remember, comfort brings stagnation. Comfort doesn't push you forward. And that's why I want to break it down to people today. Like, yo, listen, there's certain things that you need to be a general. And I'm going to break some of them down. Like, it doesn't stop with what I'm saying, because remember, every day you're learning. Certain things you're going to learn on the fly, certain things you're going to learn from conversation, and certain things you're going to learn by doing. That's it. And certain things you're going to learn by researching. So it's up to you how far you go in life. As a soldier, you could be a soldier, you could be the sergeant, or you could be the captain, or you could be the general. But the thing is, in order for you to progress, you have to make progress within yourself. And that, my friends, is the big test. And because the reason why it's the big test, a lot of people are not accountable enough to see where they're going wrong. But let me rewind before I get to that part. One thing that you need, especially when I said in the beginning, only an honorable soldier can be in general. What's the key word? Honorable. Let's define it. Honor. All right? Honor means high respect and also adherence to what is right. Let me read that again. Honor is to have high respect, not to be loved. Remember that. High respect. Adherence to what is right. So, when you do right and you walk in truth, people are going to hate you regardless. See, this is what a lot of people in life have a problem with. They have a problem with telling the truth and keeping it factual, capsual, non-capsual, all factual. Pardon me. People have a problem with keeping it factual and non-capsual. And what I mean by capsual, of course, I'm using slang. Caps mean to lie. Yes. Some of y'all are on caps lock. I don't need to explain that. You're smart enough to understand what I mean. But by saying that, you have to have certain qualities to be honorable. And that is being honest, having integrity, being loyal, and standing on principle. I know there's plenty more, but those what is important to me. I might be missing a few, but there's other, just like I said before, like a minute ago, there's different characteristics that can actually put you in a general position or actually develop to be that. Of course, integrity is one of them. Integrity is what you do in the dark comes to the light, meaning that when nobody's around you, do you still do the right thing? Majority of you don't. And this is why I keep my word on a lot of things. It's like, yo, whatever I say, I do. I'm not playing or wavering away from that because that means you're a hypocrite. And being a hypocrite means you are fake. Yes, you heard me. Especially the ones that say one thing and do another. I'm talking to you. Yes, you need to hear this. If you're a hypocrite, you are fake. F-A-K-E, fake. You're not real. You're fake. If you say one thing and do another, you're fake. And I'm not saying we all did it one time and we have to check ourselves. So if you're checking yourself, say, yo, I got to stop doing it. I give you credit. Because we all been there like, yo, I do this. And then you be like, wait a minute. When you by yourself, you see yourself doing the same thing that the people that you don't like is doing. You're like, whoa, shit. Like, why am I doing that? Because you're not following your own rules. You have to stay grounded in your own principles. And by doing that, you got to have self-esteem. That's another one. You have to have confidence within yourself to be able to stand alone. That's a general. When the world is going to crap, right? You have to understand this. Who's going to be on your side, or who are you really when beef or problems hit the fan? Think about it. When you give a dog a treat, it's going to smile. When you give a baby a bottle, it's going to smile. When you give a kid a little gift, he's going to smile. We're not babies. Who are you when things are not going your way? And by saying that, that's who you are when it comes to raising a family and how a person is going to be in their life when they're raised. This is how your parents raised you. So you got to do the groundwork to realize what you're doing wrong. And one thing that I realized, a lot of people don't like progress because it's work. It's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, people want to skip steps. And usually the people that skip steps, you see them at work and you see them, they're rude, they're insecure, they're bossy, because you know why? They don't know how it feels to go through that pain to get where you're at, where you progress to a certain level. But that's all right. They're exposing themselves for who they are. And the thing is, my job is to actually help you learn to be a better person. So you get the idea. You can't skip steps. You can't skip steps to progress. Remember, a soldier has to go through the motions in order to move like a general. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned. More work on the way. Splash. Some people love it, some hate. Check us out. And remember, you're rocking with the Spoon Fed Podcast. Have a good day, y'all. It's always love.